here we are. I think everything's working. Still trying to get used to this new stream software. Which is streamlined for everybody else, but for me still having trouble. Oh, I forgot to I forgot to ping the Discord. Give me a sec here. Do you want to notify all these people? Yes, I do. Alright. So what we've got again today is still these Handpaws that I just cannot finish. Just taking me so long. But that's okay. We all work at our own pace, and I tend to only work on these on stream, so let me hold these up for you guys. So here's the Handpaws that I've been working on. I love the design. The pattern is by YBL Suits, and I probably should have put that in the description. So yeah, here's where I'm at so far. I have most of the paw pads sewn in. I don't have this one sewn in center paw, and I don't have the little, I don't even know if you could see it. There's a circle here for this little feral circle here, feral paw pad. They usually have an extra little cute circle down there. I haven't sewn that in, and I also have some claws. So I do have the claws traced. There's 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you have to flip it, so there's 16 of these, 8 of each side. So we're probably gonna cut those out and flip them and sew those. Hi, Scotch. Pause. So the problem with these ones is it's my first time doing this pattern, and I didn't leave enough space in between here. Hi. Wow, that is a lot of ends. Okay, Kun. Good, that's your name. I'll just call you N. Unless you have another name for me. How you doing? I love it. I love all the emojis. I wanna put some more emojis in, cause whenever some of our I know Link comes in the stream sometimes and puts a whole ton of cool emojis, and it always makes me super happy. All right, so these go here, and I did do the pattern. Let me show you guys the pattern real fast. I hope you guys are having a good day. I keep forgetting what day it is. It is Thursday, right? If it's not Thursday, I'll be very confused. Oh yeah, here's my little sketch of what they're supposed to look like. My red pen died, so I used the other red. That's why there's 2 shades of red. Let's see. I can't believe it, but it's actually getting hot in here again. It used to be so cold because it was winter, but now the snow melted and it's kind of hot. And I have this little fan on, so I'm kind of worried that might be messing with the mic. Alright, here we go. That's okay, Scotch. I'm sure you can, I'm sure you're probably ahead of me already anyways on your progress on these paws, so that's okay. It's not cold. It was cold. It was very cold, but now it's super hot, and I've got my little baby fan. My little teal baby fan. Because now I'm hot. Ugh! Okay, so here's the pattern itself. So this pattern was labeled, it told us that the seam allowance was included, and that's very helpful. However, so what that means is you don't have to leave extra space after you trace it. You just cut it. You just cut it right here on the line, and it should be good. But the problem I found is there's actually not enough space in between, and this is kind of too thin. And so there's just fur in my face. Now the problem I'm having is there's not enough fabric right here in between. it's kind of just it's too small. So I'm gonna fix that, and I'm gonna show you how I fix that. Here it's 3 a.m. Whoa. 30 Celsius. So 30 Celsius. I do Fahrenheit over here. And it's 3 p.m. So you must be on the opposite side of the globe. You were punished for sending messages too quickly. Oh no. It's probably like a cuz I just installed CloudBot, and I probably need to fix that. Let me write that down in my notes, cuz it shouldn't be doing that. That's a little excessive. Let me see here. I'll write it down. I got to yell at CloudBot. CloudBot messages limit, I guess the limit in a time. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, it's not supposed to be doing that. It should let you send as much as you mean. As much as you want. I don't know. At least for now. Yeah, I'm so American. Yeah. What? Excuse me? That's not right. It shouldn't be doing that. It won't let you watch. What? Okay. That's kind of bizarre. That might be like a, maybe just reset the page, refresh the page, because that shouldn't be. You're not timed out or banned, so that's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm super American. It's kind of hot here, actually. But it's probably, I don't know, that's just, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm having kind of like two conversations at once, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, so here's this one. Let me show you this right here. Ugh, extra light. Yeah! There we go. I know some people don't like spamming emojis, but for some reason it makes me happy. Okay, so this little piece right here, it's just too thin, because you're supposed to be able to attach this top paw and this little paw to this thin piece, and TBH, that wasn't my fault, because I did follow the pattern, and it did say I didn't need a seam allowance, but, so yeah, if you're gonna do this pattern, leave extra space in here, and I'm going to have to widen that if we're gonna get good results like we were wanting. So I'm gonna show you guys how I fix that. That's cool. It's really cool that Twitch, it's just cool that people can watch from all over the world. It's just, I never would have thought we'd get to this point in human existence. I remember when YouTube just started. I gotta add a Dorito here. There we go. I have to be part of the problem. Okay. So yeah, let me show you this part. This is the part I've sewn right here. So this entire white piece isn't fully sewn on yet, but that's okay, because this part right here is the problem. So I'm trying to get this in a way you guys can see it good enough. Let me put my hand inside. Okay. Here we go. So this entirety of this thickness, that's it. That's as thick as it gets. And that's gonna be a problem. So if I didn't sew this yet, it would be easier to fix. Like this right here. I didn't sew this one yet. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut it off. Let me put this, yeah. I'm gonna probably cut off this little upper section and replace it with one that's a bit thicker, so I have less problems. Whoa! Hey, Sonny! How you doing? Are you having a good day? Yeah. We're just putting in, we're just spamming some emojis. Oh, you're good? I was like, good. Yes. I'm not really sure. There we go. This is the emoji I was looking for. Lizards. I wonder how Twitch decides what emojis they're gonna use, because it's just funny how, like, their choices of, like, these multiple reptiles and Doritos chip. Oh, yeah, I do. You sew? I didn't know that. That's so cool. Right? Okay, so before we fix this one, let's just start by fixing this one here. Oh, you do? Whoa! You should send some pictures, because I didn't know that. That's really cool. Alright, so I'm gonna move my hairbrush out of the way. Alright, we're gonna get very close to the camera right now. Okay. Here we go. So here's the top, this piece we need to cut, and we need to replace it with something better. That is totally fine. Whoa, I didn't know you made that. That's so cool. Those look really, really good. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get this cut even on both sides here. Oh, this isn't low enough. Come here, camera. Okay, I'm trying to make this cut even. There we go. So here's this. Ta-da! Ripping Woody's head off to put a new one. That's entertaining. I'm very, very curious to see what that is. What that looks like. Yeah, it is. It's a unfinished hand. It's on its way. Yeah, there we go. Well, thank you. My new problem here. When I started today, I didn't realize I was gonna have to replace this little piece that was too small. So, sad face. I'm actually gonna have to run and get the fur for this. Cause I've got this little extra piece here, but this is just red. I need the black piece too, so, yeah. I do. I've got so much fur. Like, at the moment, most of my fur is up here. I've got so much more, though. Hey, Rudder, how's it going? I'm going to have to, run to the next room and get some fur. So I guess I'll be right back. Yo, I mean, I've used the cheap Walmart fabric, too. You gotta do what you gotta do. And it works. Not good. Oh, that's not good. Are you having just a rough day? I mean, I'm fine, but... Wow, thank you! I'm gonna have to... Is that volume for the following, is that still too loud, do you think? Or do you think... Because I turned it down because it was a bit loud. Thank you for following. Oh, you're sick. Oh. That's okay. Thank you for showing up and saying hi and sending some cool emojis. I'll see you around. Yeah, you have a good day too. Get some sleep. Yes, cheese. Oh, I didn't know there was 2 cheese emojis. I like the cheese. There we go. Good job, Sonic. You got it. Well, I'm sorry you're sick, Rudder. That's not fun. That's like the worst feeling ever. So this part right here that I've already sewn, basically what I have to do is take a seam ripper and get that piece off. Because I don't want to damage this white piece that is the correct shape and stuff already. So I'm going to get the seam ripper, rip off this extra piece, and then I'll cut the little piece off like I did on this one. This little in-between. So we'll make some more space in there. Oh, thank you! I like sewing. I I've been doing it for since 2017, so I guess 4 years. Can it really be 4 years now? I guess. Wow, time flies. Well, that's cool that you think I'm good. Thank you. I really enjoy it. That's for sure. Let me get this camera here so I can show what I'm doing. I've got my seam ripper. I'm just killing these seams that are holding this in place because this is too thin and it's gotta go. How long have you been sewing for, Sonic? Also, is that the nickname you want me to call you by, or do you want me to call you something else? You always stab your finger with a needle. Yeah, despite me acting like I knowing what I'm doing, I always stab myself also. It's a constant struggle. I totally feel that. I actually have some band-aids that I just keep in my workroom because if I don't, I mean, I need them constantly, so. Hey, how you doing? Zimby? Yeah, if you want, you can tell me how to pronounce that because I'm really bad at pronunciation, but hi! Oh, you don't care? Alright, cool. Wow, this is really gripping good. I must have sewn it very good. There we go, got it, okay. So I got this little, I got the red side off. Now I gotta get the black side off. Oh, I kind of already did. I'm gonna cut it a little bit lower here. Okay. So yeah, you can see what we're working with. This is just very, very thin. Too thin, actually. Oh, Redder, you're doing mostly better. That's good. Being sick is just the most miserable feeling ever. There's nothing you can do about it either, which is just the worst. Because cold medicine barely helps at all. Alright, so here's our problem. For people who are just showing up, we've got this little section here we have to, let me put it like this. There we go. We have a little dot here, a circle we have to sew in, but this red piece and black piece are too thin. So we're gonna cut them out and replace it with a big thick one. A piece that's big enough to actually hold on to both sides of this piece, and the little circle piece is too small. Alright, here we go. Alright, so getting that off was a lot easier than I thought. But now we've got some extra loose threads hanging off of both sides here, and I try to keep this clean so it doesn't get tangled and make a big mess, which it does if you let too many loose strands just build up. So keep your project clean and cut off any extra strands that you're not using, like this little black piece that's stuck here. Okay, yeah, that's good. At least it's not like COVID sick. I hate that. Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. I'm more afraid of getting tested for COVID than I am for getting COVID. Like, I hate medical stuff. Anytime they bring out a needle, or the idea of a needle, or even if it's just like a nose test thing where they put a swab, ew. Anything in the medical department, I want to run. Okay, cool. So here is our paw. I'm going to put this back up here. There we go. Cool. Here's our paw. So yeah, this is no longer tethered to this bottom piece. So we're going to have to replace this piece here, but that's alright. Unfortunately, I am going to have to run and get that first, so probably going to have to be right back. Ugh. Oh, you already had to get tested once? Ugh. That's awful. Did they use a swab thing and like stick it up your nose? Ugh. Ugh. I hate it. Yeah, I'll be right back. We're gonna test out my new be right back screen. We'll see. Okay, this should work. I will be right back. Okay. Oh man, why is it so hot in here? Ugh. I'm gonna melt. Yes! I love that. The little Figby head. Yee! Oh, I accidentally sent two. Mission failed. Okay, I totally found what I was looking for. So I guess this is a mission success, but it's still hot in here, and that's not fun. Alright, so this is what I have to work with. I've got these two scraps. I can't screw this up. Alright, so let's fix our problem. So here's what we had before. It was just this little piece, this little round piece that was supposed to go on top of this circle here, like this. So let's recut it out, but obviously thicker this time so we have less trouble. Oh no. Okay, so my mission was a success. I found the piece I was looking for. Your mission, on the other hand. Oh no. Poor Woody. Yeah, right? Just a fur-filled room. It is very warm. And I've got lots of foam and fur and just all kinds of everything. It definitely does not help. It makes it so toasty in here. Very insulated. I think that's the word I would use. Alright, so the unfortunate part here is I'm actually going to have to shave a little bit of this fur. Because, yeah, this is not shaved yet. But the fortunate part is I don't have to shave a lot. So it'll only take me like 2 seconds. I hate shaving fur. I always choke on it. And also I had to turn off my fan because it would blow fur chunks in my face. Actual suffering. Oh my gosh. No, Sonic, that's awful. Okay, so what happened to it? One of the part of his head got stuck. Okay, where is it? Is it stuck inside the head? Because I'm kind of curious now. Also, that's like a high quality Woody. Poor Woody. Rescue the Woody. I do that all the time though. Like I try to fix or repair things, and half the time I'm successful. The other half, when I'm not successful, it's very stressful because it's something expensive that I'm working on. Like, let's just say I wasn't able to fix this hand paw that had a piece that was too thin. Like, that would actually be sad because these hand paws I've already sunk lots of time and effort into, so... Can we get a furry hair salon for the fursuit? Please! We should have Okay, we should petition to have that be a thing at, like, fursuit conventions. Where you could just go and you just, even if it's not real, or even if you do really need some fur trimming to get it even. Like, that would be so fun. Imagine all the photo ops. So many opportunities for some great photos in the hair salon. Man, I really hope they don't cancel Anthrocon. I'm, like, so excited. But I was planning on going to the Martial Arts Super Show, and that's in... Where is that? Is that in LA? I think it's in LA. No, not LA. Where is it? Okay, I don't remember where it's at, but it's in a very huge, popular place. But yeah, that's like literal days apart from Anthrocon, and they canceled that. So now I'm really scared that they're gonna cancel Anthrocon. I've been really looking forward to Anthrocon. Okay, so this is nice and short now. Very hard to see because it's black fur. Unfortunately, not much I can do about that for you guys, but, alright, so here's our pattern. It said I don't need to leave a seam allowance, so this is how thick it was originally. But as we found out, it's too thin. So let's trace it again, but make it thicker this time. And I'm actually gonna make my own little pattern for this. Here we go. Fun fact, you don't use patterns. You know, I used to do that too, but eventually I just said screw it and I started using patterns because I was sick of messing up. And some people are still really fine at not using patterns, but me personally, I just can't. I can't survive without patterns because I always mess up. So if you can get by without using patterns, you know, that's awesome. I wish I could do that. Use memory and pictures. Yeah. Eyeball it. I eyeball stuff as much as I can. That's a good, very, very helpful. It saves so much time. See, that's proof that you're a true artist right there. Because if you can eyeball it, that's the sign of an artist. You need to be able to do that. Blah. I can speak, I swear. Okay, so I'm gonna try to line this up here. This is a piece I cut off. Cool. Alright, so that's good. And I'm gonna try to make this even. Circle. I gotta cut out this little circle. Okay, so here's that shape that I need, but I need to make it thicker. I'm actually gonna trace it again. So I used the pattern I had, and then, so this is just an exact, well, to the best of my ability, exact copy of the pattern of this piece right here. So that's good. Now, this is the part where we're going to make it thicker. So I'm going to trace it again. Why do I have the Mr. Roboto song stuck in my head? I didn't do this. I didn't do anything to deserve this. Reminds me of Guitar Hero, actually, because last time I heard that song was when I was playing Guitar Hero. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. Wow, that is such a chain of events. So, I was because, okay, I just went to this video game store and they had a ton of Guitar Hero guitars, and I was like, wow, that's neat. So somewhere in my brain, I must have been like, Guitar Hero, Mr. Roboto. That's excellent. That's just wonderful. Thank you, brain, for that. Let's see, I could try the one in Toronto since COVID cases are low in Canada. Actually, that's actually really smart. You know, if they, I wonder, when is, okay, Furry Equinox, I wonder when that is, because, Yeah, if they cancel the Anthrocon, that would actually be a good idea. If I decide to go to that, I'd have to get moving and getting a what's it called? A passport, or I can get a what's it called? It's a license with a it's like a shoot, I forget what they call it. It's a driver's license with like a bonus thing on it where it's basically like a passport so you can get to Canada. Advanced? Not advanced. Shoot. Oh well. I'll look it up later, but I'm gonna have to look into getting some kind of passport to get into Canada if I'm gonna consider that. Wonder how much passports are going for these days. You're gonna have to take a break from the head. Yeah. Sometimes when it starts to get frustrating, you just gotta do what you gotta do. I feel that. That's happened to me before when I get annoyed and I'm just like, alright, screw it. Okay, cool. So here's this new piece. Which is much thicker than this original piece. That's fine. That's what I need. I need it to be thicker. So. Oh, you're getting stressed putting the head on. That's awful. I wish I could help you. I mean, if you need any ideas on where to go with it, I mean, I can try to help, but it's probably just a trial and error thing at this point. I hate that when you're working so hard on something and it's just not doing. Okay, so this is gonna replace this part here. Cool. So I like how that looks. Now this pattern in particular, it has this red and black split, so I'm gonna have to trace only half of this. But this is the fun part. See, I'm gonna need here we go. Okay. I'm gonna need half of the red on this side, but I'm gonna need half of the red on this side and vice versa. So basically, I'm gonna trace a whole red one and a whole black one and then cut it in half and then switch them up so it'll be like this opposite pattern here. I hope that makes sense. Okay, March. Oh, yeah. That's way sooner. January, February, March. Yeah, that's coming up. Shoot. Okay. I was hoping it would be around the same time or after Anthrocon so that if Anthrocon was canceled, I could use that to my advantage. But yeah, because then I'll have to decide if I go to Free Equinox or Anthrocon because I've only have enough money saved up to go to one. Alright. Unfortunately, this little scrap I have is not big enough, but I can at least cut out one half of this. So let's start with that. Alright. Here, blue. Blue colored pencil. Oh, it's online? Shoot. So that one's not going to be physical either? Oh, I'm so sad. I know Anthrocon is trying to be online. Not online, in person. But I'm pretty sure it's going to end up getting canceled too, but I'm just trying not to think about it because I don't want to get sad. My hopes. You'd think if any kind of convention was going to happen, a furry one would be the safest, since everybody is literally wearing a mask, but, I guess it's a different kind of mask. It doesn't really cover your face as much, but, or your mouth, I guess I should say. It's the one thing it doesn't cover. Alright, I'm trying to trace this, but this is not the best colored pencil I've ever had. Trace, come on. I need some new tracing pencils because these are just not doing it for me. Okay. So I've got half of the pattern on there. This was a scrap from one of the fingers of these guys, so that's why it says an eye on there, because it was for the inside, one of the inside fingers. So I'm going to try to cut this out. I'll use my little baby scissors, easier to deal with. Oh, yeah, he sent some pictures in Discord. Let me see if I can peek at it now or if it might be something more difficult. Oh, no, poor Woody! Oh, no! Woody got dead! Yeah, okay. I have some ideas on what you can do for that. Um, I'll probably, if it's okay, if I can chat with you off stream, I think we can do this. I think we can fix this. Poor Woody. He just wanted to live. I've had to fix something like that before, and it's very difficult, for sure. But it is doable. I'm pretty sure you can do it. Hi, Bad. How you doing? Just cutting out some stuffs here. Existing. It's one of... Oh, yeah. So you're trying to replace the head, Sonic? You're trying to replace it with the other one? Is that the end goal? Oh no! Oh, Rudder says there's one called Conference. That's funny. On July 30 in Ottawa. Is that also in Canada? Because I've never heard of Ottawa before, so I'm gonna assume it's Canada. I've definitely always wanted to visit Canada. I feel like Canada's a really cool place. I definitely listen to their radio station all the time because, you know, from Michigan, it's easy to pick it up. The border is, like, right there. Oh, I see. Okay. Video game stress. Were you just streaming? If you were, I'm sad I missed it. Okay, Ottawa. Okay, Ottawa is in Canada. Okay, so that's good to know. That's good to know that there's more options for me. At least if Anthrocon is canceled, I can look into some others. When did I start Twitch? You're back. Your phone hates you. I feel that. My phone does not handle Twitch well. It just gets hot and then it crashes. I started Twitch honestly not that long ago. It was a few months ago. I want to say like December, like mid-December. And I just been daring myself to do it for the longest time. Okay, so this is gonna have to go on this handpaw here. And finally I got started on it. And I am very happy I did because it's very fun. Alright, cool. So this can go right here and replace... Oh, this isn't a very good camera angle for you guys. This can go right here and replace this little piece we had before that we had to chop. So let's cut out the black piece now and we'll sew them together and then we'll sew it to the big handpaw itself. Oh, it wasn't a long stream. It went horribly. What game were you playing? That's how most of my streams go. I mean, 2 seconds into my Sonic stream is just immediate death, so... Yeah, you mean streaming? Have you streamed before, Sonic? Because I didn't know that. If you did, that'd be cool. Beholder. Sounds like a D&D game. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. I'm guessing it's for PC, since you were probably playing it on PC. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Well, if, Sonic, if you ever stream again, send me a ping or something on Discord so I can watch. I really like your YouTube channel. It's so wholesome and really fun. I just like to chill. I put your videos on and I was just watching as I was sewing and it made me really happy. I wish I had more creativity for that. Like, making my own little stories and stuff is not easy for me. An unhealthy amount of D&D, but it's not a D&D game. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rudder. Thank you. Because you know I would forget to look at it. I would forget totally if you didn't send me some kind of link. That's just... I'm so bad at that. I know I would forget. So I appreciate that. Yeah, I've gone to Anthrocon once and it was super duper fun. But that being said, it's fine if I end up going to a different furry con. I guess it's more or less I have my heart set on going to a furry con. Not exactly needing to be a specific one, but just one in general would make me really happy. Because I had so much fun. My gosh. This time I'll bring more money though, so I can actually afford to eat. How is it like trying to get commissions? Oh, cool. You make fursuit hats. Cool. You know, I wish more people would do stuff like that. That's so fun. Commissions, to be honest, I had been trying to get commissions for months and just, I hadn't gotten any takers, and I was selling pre-made stuff on the Dealer's Den, which is like eBay, but for fursuits. I don't know if anybody knows that or not, but, yeah, and I was selling a few things on there as just pre-mades, but still, I wasn't getting nearly as much business, and I still hadn't gotten any commissions, and it was very sad. And immediately, basically almost immediately, like maybe 3 weeks in to streaming, that was when I started getting a whole ton of commission questions, and I picked up like a whole little fan base and made a ton of new friends, and it was so fun. So yeah, I guess it's just getting your name out there. As soon as people know that you exist, then you'll probably get commissions. Fig be the god of forgetting. Oh no, I won't argue with that. I totally agree. Oh, that's another thing I have to fix on my stream. I was gonna make it when you put emoji or emotes, it'll show up on screen. Let me write that down so I remember. Emotes show up on screen. Yeah, I've been working on the stream. Did I just say I've been working on the stream. Been trying to make cool new stuff for it. Let me see I have some commands. Let me check it out. Commands. Okay, let me see. I seem like an organized, smart person. Ah! I'm dying. Thank you, you are so nice. I do think I'm organized, but smart? I don't know about that, but thank you so much. I do think I am Ravenclaw, but not for being smart. Literally just for being organized. Okay, so we've got some commands here that I wanted to wait until I was actually starting on a stream because I can't really test my commands when the stream is off. You're Hufflepuff, yes! My brother is such a Hufflepuff, but he doesn't like it when I say he's a Hufflepuff. So to be able to admit that you're a Hufflepuff, and that's pretty cool. Because it's just because there's no main characters in the Harry Potter series that's really a Hufflepuff. I mean, there's a few, but not many. So Hufflepuff is kind of seen as like the lesser. It's kind of like if you're reading Warrior Cats, and it's like, yep, you're ThunderClan. Yep, that's like Gryffindor. It's like the most common, but I don't know. I feel like nobody wants to be WindClan, and that makes me laugh because there's nothing wrong with WindClan. I don't know. It's just the same kind of thing. It just makes me laugh. Being a Hufflepuff is amazing. Yeah, that's the nice thing, is I know I can trust Hufflepuffs. Oh no! You're right! Ooh, I don't remember that first character. Who's that first character again? Also, poor Cedric. Right? We all just forget. Alright, let me check this. I wanted to check a few commands. Let me try points. I'm not sure if that'll work on my own stream. I have points. That's amazing. I didn't know I could get points on my own stream. Okay. Okay, let's try stream. Yeah, awesome. Okay, this is working. My commands are actually working. I'm really excited. Oh, I see. Okay. Don't hate me. I really don't like the Fantastic Beasts movies. I guess I can't say in general. I've only seen the first one and I just really didn't like it. I feel like I should give it another shot just because it's been like 2 years. This is awesome. Okay, I'm glad to know that my commands are working. You fell in love with Fantastic Beasts. So what is it about it that makes you really like Fantastic Beasts? Cuz yeah, I think I need to watch it again to give another judgment on it. Maybe it's cuz I never read the books. But is there a specific thing about it that makes you really like it? All right, now I'm going to try a different command here. Hug at all right, so the hug command works. That's fun. Let's try lurk. Let's try our lurk. Cool, I'm lurking. All right, I'm gonna try one more command and then I'm gonna continue on my work here. 8-ball. 8-ball. Okay, so I tried turning on the 8-ball, the magic 8-ball. So let's see if the magic 8-ball works. So exclamation point 8-ball. Am I hungry? Let's try this. Not sure. Thank you, Streamlabs. Okay, that's really cool. I'm glad that the 8-ball is working. I'm very excited by that. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna get back to work here. So I've got this center section right here. And I need to, just given the design of this handpaw, how it's half red, half black, I need to cut this in half and switch it out with half of this red piece. So I'm gonna cut this really quickly. Is this the right size? Where is my pattern? Kind of thinking that I messed this up. Oh, I see what I did here. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta trim this a little bit smaller. I accidentally didn't trace it properly, so it's a little bit too big. Measure 80 times and then cut once. Oh boy! Alright, hang on just a second. That is quite the text box. Okay. You're unsure of Harry Potter because of J.K. Rowling. Oh no. She didn't do some things that are bad, did she? Because, like, recently, all these people, like, all these fursuit makers and other people that I follow, they just recently came out as doing bad stuff, and it makes me really sad, and I hope J.K. Rowling isn't like that. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Similar to why I love D&D, I adore learning about fantasy worlds. Yes, their creatures, their differences, obsessed with lore. Okay, yeah, I can totally see that. Just from reading your bio on your streams, I knew that you liked different, like, fantasy worlds. Oh yeah, so it's all the creatures, unique, interesting characters, intriguing characters. Yeah, yeah. And of course the acting, yeah. Okay, that totally checks out. That checks out. I guess I can see that. Maybe that's what I'm lacking. No, it wasn't that. I think, for me, if I remember, it was the way they told the story. I thought it was weird. I'm an animation buff and a movie buff. Not because I like to watch movies. For some reason, I just don't spend time watching movies. But because I'm interested in how they're made and what makes a story good. Because that kind of relates back to my days of learning how animation and what makes films good and stuff. Anyways, I just didn't like the way they told the story. I think I'll definitely give it another shot, though, because you seem to like it a lot. So, and I can definitely see why you would like it. For that reason alone, it's just very in-depth creatures and fantasy worlds. So yeah, I give it points for that. I'll have to watch it again. That's fine. You can send a book as much as you want. I don't mind. I love chatting with you guys. That's what we're here for. So send as much text as you want, whatever. There was an option, when I was just setting up the CloudBot, there was an option to limit how much text somebody could send in like a single message, and I'm like, forget that. I like it when people talk. A turf. I have never heard that term in my life. You might have to explain that to me. Sorry. I'm sure I could Google it. Every Harry Potter fan, everyone involved in movies, has built an understanding to support and love Harry Potter, and not just... and not love J.K. Rowling. I don't get it. I guess, yeah, I'm very confused. I'm really not sure what everyone's got against, her. That, I don't really know much about, famous people in general. I just don't keep up with the crowd. Okay, here we go. So here's our piece here. Much thicker than our piece that we just cut off, and I'll show you. So this piece is so thin that it's like curling in on itself, and there's not even enough extra fabric around to even sew anything on. And I'm thinking I might have gone a little overkill on this secondary piece here, but because now it's a little too big. But that's fine. It's way easier to trim it down than it is to add more. So this is fine. This will work for now. Why does this side look bigger? That's kind of twisted. Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so this will work, probably. So I'm going to try to replace it with this, and we'll see how it looks. Sorry, I got distracted. Sometimes I get distracted and I just start singing to myself. Oh no! She made a bunch of stupid and offensive / semi-political Twitter posts. That's why I try to get not involved in anything. Like, I don't know. I'm just so worried about treading on other people's toes. But especially if you're somebody big like that. Or if you're somebody like me who's a business, I hate saying that, a business person, you don't want to come off as a bad guy, and you need to be even more careful than ever. So, I mean, the average person, if you really want to post about, easy to argue topics, I guess that's your total freedom of choice, but as somebody who's famous like her, or trying to have a respectable business like me, you really should just stay out of those kinds of things. Fantastic Beasts is definitely made much different than Harry Potter. Yes. Wait, they have the same director. Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. I didn't know that. It was just so different to me. Okay, see how thin this is? Like, this is incredibly thin. This other side, the other side was even thinner. It's so thin that me taking it off made it rip. Like, it didn't even survive. So, yeah, I'm glad I'm replacing this. This looks much, much better here. There we go. So this is about how thick it should have been. And I'm actually going to leave this tiny little pattern I made with the pattern of this, so that if I ever need to fix it, or when I'm tracing this pattern, I'll be aware of that I need to leave it thicker next time I do this pattern. Automod held a reason. Yeah, that's fine. The Automod holds certain chat posts, apparently. I'm still getting used to the CloudBot. I know Bad uses the Nightbot. I don't know. I just chose one at random. She hates trans people. That's so bad. That's awful. That's not good. Yeah. I don't know, man. Why can't people just let other people live the way they want to live their lives? And that's just such a sad thing that I have to say this and wish for this kind of world, but where everybody is just happy and allows each other to live the way they want. As long as they're not trying to literally murder somebody else, as long as they're being peaceful and nice, just let them live their lives, man. I don't know. It just, I hate hearing when people are mean like that to each other. There's really no reason for it. David Yates started on the 5th. Yes, okay, so I did hear that. I knew that the first 4 movies were from a different director, but, yeah, so is it, so, the guy that did the last movies, he's the one that did Fantastic Beasts? Is that what am I understanding correctly? So, yeah, okay, I think that's what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Well, the first 4 movies are my favorites, and after that, I don't like them as much, but I think it's just the content. I'm more into, like, the happy magical universe of Harry Potter, not the, evil Voldemort murdering everybody, I mean, I think all the movies are good, but, obviously the first 4 are my favorite. And I can't say that it's the director's fault. I think it's just the content of the movies. So, yeah, I can't say that it's the director I like less. I think I just like the story of the later movies less, but that's okay. So I can't really compare. I wouldn't be too fond of your Dungeon Master styling then. Why is that? Now I must know. You must tell me the details. Okay, I'm gonna use my new hug command. Exclamation point hug space at Zimby. I think that's how you say your name. There we go. Yay, the hug works. It's the most pointless command ever, but it's so fun. Sometimes it's just fun to type in commands. And those commands should work for everybody, not just me. So I'm hoping everybody just starts hugging each other. Yeah, my friend, what's his name on this? Skelefro. Oh, the ad. I'm sorry about the ads. I know, I would turn them off if I could. That's the one thing Bad has on me, is since he decides not to be an affiliate just yet, he doesn't have to deal with stupid ads that you can't control. Yeah, my friend Skelefro, he streams on Twitch video games. He does gaming also, and he is my DM usually. Actually, always. I've never had another DM. He's my dungeon master, and he's just a really great guy. But I don't know how other dungeon masters roll, because he's the only one I've ever had, so. But he's in my shelf of recommended streamers if anybody else wants to check out more gamer streamers. He's a really cool guy. Dark and grim fantasy. Yike. Have you ever thought of doing D&D on a stream before? Because I've thought of it before, but it's just not my style, but it'd be pretty entertaining to see you do that. Rainbow music ad thing. Okay, guys, so this is totally my fault. One day I was saying how I'm single, and I was like, wow, I wish I wasn't. What was that? Oh, thank you for following. I appreciate that. Seriously, it really helps because it gets other people to see my stuff. So thank you. One day I was complaining how I was single, and then immediately the next stream after that, people were getting ads for Tinder, and I was like, great, this is my fault. I did this. And now that I've said this, I'm sure you guys are gonna start getting Tinder ads. So I did this. I did this to you guys. I'm sorry. Yo, I feel that. So I'm an ancient old man, and I've graduated in 2017, so I've been out of college for a few years, but I know that feeling, man. Being broke is just absolutely awful, and college brokenness, ugh. it's the most stressful time of your life if you're anything like me. That was the worst time of my life, was during college when I had no money. I didn't have a car. I didn't have anything. I was just stuck in Tennessee, and it was just hard. It was a very hard time. The only positive was I was learning animation, and I love animation, so that was good. Maybe he'll get a sub next time I stream. I mean, it's appreciated, but totally not necessary. I think subs are really just for very, very generous people. I think it's very nice, but definitely not expected. I appreciate it when people do. Oh, you also love animation? Yeah, animation is so fun. I ended up being more of a 3D modeler than an animator. My goal was I wanted to be a 3D animation person. I didn't know at the time that I was going to also have to learn 2D animation to be a 3D animator, but because they're intertwined, I had to learn both. So, that's how I started to learn how to draw. Once again, back to the dark and grim animations. Yeah, I think we're on very opposite sides of the universe. I think if you had a fursuit, it would probably be like a realistic, cool, I don't know. Like, I imagine like a cool wolf with like a big realistic blade and armor, something really sick like that. On the other side of the spectrum is me with my super toony suit. Okay, so here we go. I replaced this here. This is much better. Much thicker, so I'm actually gonna have fabric for the extra seam here. You need some fabric for the seams, so I'm actually gonna be able to sew this in now, and I'm very excited about that. So let's try it. Let's see how this goes. So yeah, I didn't end up doing animation itself. I tried, but animating things, it's way harder than it looks. You have to keep in mind all the different, first of all, there's 16 different animation principles, and I don't even remember half of them, but you gotta keep all of those in mind and remember where each part of the body is, having things offset so they don't move all at once, but like at different times, and the general locomotion. It's incredible how much talent goes into animation, and unfortunately it was so not for me. But 3D modeling, now that I can do, and that I love, and I have, yeah, that's where all my talent went, into 3D modeling. So my friends, they did rigging, and I do rigging a little bit too, and they do animation and set design, but I just like to model 3D characters, and that's it. Oh, nice. You can name drop him here if you want. Maybe we can look at him after the stream. Oh, yeah, Sonic. You're learning animation, but it's hard and confusing. Totally. It is so difficult. But you should try it. It's so fun. It is blue. You can't really see because the lighting is just... It's backlighting, and that's not good. Let's try this way. Yes? Blue hair? You can kind of see the blue. And my big giant nose. Yeah. I'm actually saving up right now so I can go to the salon and get it re-dyed because, dear Lord, to get my hair cut and dyed and $300 at a professional salon, and I haven't been able to have it done in months and months and months, and I've only ever had it done once, and it was awesome. But yeah, so it's just sad and faded. But I do love the blue. So once I save up enough, I'm gonna go get it dyed again. I had a lot of fun with it. It's cool, yes! I hope you could see it a little bit at least. Alright, so I don't know if you guys saw from before when I was doing this the other day. So to stuff these paws, there's two ways you can do it. You can either sew this little bean, you sew two pieces together like this, and you stuff the stuffing in there, and then you finish sewing it. and then you sew it into the finger. Or you can sew these together, sew it into the finger, and then cut a little slit and then stuff it and then sew the slit closed. So there's 2 ways to do it, and I need to sew this tiny, tiny little one down here, and this is going to be very hard because this is minky, and minky fabric, okay, come on, focus. If I hide my face, sometimes it focuses. There we go. Minky fabric tends to get stuck in the machine, so I might have to hand sew this because it's just such a small little chunk. So let's hand sew it. Tiny little thing here. His YouTube channel is dead sound. Yeah, that sounds about right for you. First, it sounds dark and edgy, so. Autodale. Interesting. So bad at ladder stitching. Okay, you know, that's fine. I've always, honestly, literally, it's a practice thing because when I started sewing, I was not good at ladder stitching either. But the more you do it, the more you just start to do more even stitches, and believe it or not, I mean, I still stab myself daily, but it's much less. I know you can do really, really cool stuff, Sonic. I know you can. I think you should just keep working on it because you will get even better. And bad, yeah. That's cool. You might, if you're willing to, could you like just DM me that name because I won't remember. Sometimes I write notes on the side of my stream here, but it's easier if I just make you do it. Oh! Alright, so to do this little center paw here, this little ferrule piece, I'm gonna put the fuzzy sides out, and I'm actually just gonna ladder stitch all the way around in a big circle. Then we're gonna sew it in. We're gonna cut a little slit, and we're going to stuff it. We're gonna stuff it up. So I'm just gonna do some ladder stitches all the way around on this one. You're not a furry yourself. You know, being here and hanging out with us without being a furry, I mean, that's respectable. That's nice of you. Thank you. My friend Skelefro is not a furry either, but he's very supportive also, and I think that's really nice. Just like some, I mean, there's some games I would never play on my own, but to support the streamer, even, I'm fine with just putting it on. And if it's a game I wouldn't want to watch because it's too scary because I'm a weenie, I would probably at least lurk and give them a lurk. But I don't know. I think that's just really nice of you guys to hang out. Just to hang out. Nothing to do with the sewing. You have a problem whenever you finish the stitching. Oh, does it come off? Oh, does the thread rip? Because, yo, that happens to me all the time. When you finish and close it, it always comes out. Oh, yeah. So when you're sewing it, you gotta, like, let's say I'm ladder sewing this piece. Let me turn on this light again. Let's say I'm ladder sewing this piece closed, right here. And this is really a very, very squishy piece. So there's a lot of resistance. It wants to rip apart very badly. It's trying very hard. So what you gotta do is you gotta pinch it super, super hard so that it doesn't have any resistance. So you just do a few stitches, like, and then tie it off. And then do it again. And I literally go over it 3 times because something like this, it has so much resistance. It wants to pull apart so bad, and it wants to rip your seam. So you gotta pinch it, and you gotta sew it like 5 times, and it won't come off. So yeah, and if you're having trouble with it ripping, do just more and more stitches. The more stitches, the sturdier it is. Because even if you do a really, really good knot in the end, it won't come loose. Like, it won't come loose and come out like this, but it still can rip because the thread is only so strong. That's why you do many, many, many stitches. Yeah, the string breaks in here at the end. So yeah, I'll only sew like a tiny amount, and then I'll do a knot, and then I'll sew a tiny amount and do a knot. So like this much here is a tiny amount, but I'm already putting a knot in it in case if one of these pieces breaks, it doesn't unsew the entirety of what I've done. It'll only unsew a tiny bit, if that makes sense. That's funny bad. I think that's so funny that there's somebody similar to me. That's just bizarre because I don't know, man. I haven't met anybody like me before because I'm just not to insult your friend. I'm very wacky, I think. I think I'm just different in a very strange way, so unfortunately. You hand sew similar to how you tie knots. I live by the phrase, if you don't know how to tie a knot, tie a lot. You know, I really like that. She's wacky too, but she knows and she embraces it. That's good. That's very good. If you're gonna, you can't deny your own personality. You just gotta, like you said, embrace it. I wonder if I embrace it too much. Like, sometimes I feel like I should tone it down a bit. I don't know. I don't want to scare people with my very, very high-pitched, obnoxious laughter. I've had people tell me that I laugh kind of, cackling like, I don't know. BRB. Okay, Sonic. Oh, you're not wrong with that. That's true. The real friends won't be scared away. That's true. I can't argue with that. Real friends. I miss hanging out with some friends in real life because a lot of my friends live in different parts of the country, and the few that do live near me are scared of COVID, so I miss hanging out with people physically. Well, thank you for the boost of confidence here. That really helps a lot. I appreciate it. It's really weird when I don't like to watch my streams back to myself because it makes me feel awkward watching myself, but I do like to watch for a split second to make sure like the audio's okay and stuff. And it's just so weird hearing yourself. Like, I don't know if you ever watched some of your past VODs or anything and were just like uncomfortable with yourself because it's just weird. Imagine being scared of COVID. I remember people being really scared at the beginning. I was really scared at the beginning because we had no idea what we were dealing with. But at this point, I said, screw it. Also, I'm pretty sure I already had COVID, so I mean, again, I'm horrified of anything medical, so there was no way in heck I was getting tested. But I couldn't smell or taste for like a week, so I was pretty sure I got COVID. I mean, I roomed with my sister who's a nurse that was working in a COVID unit, so yeah. Hey, how you doing? Yes, I remember how to pronounce your name. You said you just say it was Kwai, right? I think that was it. If you had face cam, you'd hate going through your VODs. But you were a singer in high school, so you're used to it. Oh, cool. Yeah, that would check out. So yeah, you'd be used to it. That's cool, though. I think you should sing on your streams. Like when you watch your vids, you cringe so much. And you fall on the floor like you're dying. Seriously, though? Like, audible cringing. I audibly cringe like, ugh! When I hear myself speaking. Procrastinating on working on a pre-made you were doing on your stream. Am I following you yet? Because I don't think I'm getting, Okay, I guess I'm following you, but I can add friends, so I'm doing that now. I don't think I'm getting notifications from your stream when you're live. But, shoot, where's my list? I gotta write that down. I'm still not getting notifications from people. I don't understand what the problem is. I thought I fixed it like 5 times. Notifications. Okay. I have it written down, hopefully. So what pre-made were you working on? Was it something fun, or is it something kind of... Oh. A dino... Oh, your pre-made looks like a baby hippo, and it's a dino dog. Okay, but both of those sound cute. What even? I've never worked on a dino dog. I'm legit super jealous right now because that sounds awesome. It's cute. Dude, yeah. When are you streaming again soon? Because, I mean, I repeatedly keep missing your streams because apparently I'm not getting notifications, but when are you streaming next? Because maybe I can actually see it this time. Because I'd really like to see what you're working on. You just dropped water on your bed and now you're wet. Dude, okay. The other day, I dropped ramen on my Minecraft rug and it still smells like ramen. I put it in the washer, or the washing machine, but it's a small rug. It's not a big rug, but that's why I was able to put it in the washing machine. But it still smells like ramen. I'm sorry you got all wet, Sonic. I hate that feeling. Sledgehammer. Bad, I think you should sing on stream anyways, because I told you to. Tomorrow at noon Eastern time. I think I'm Eastern time, yeah? EST? Yeah, I guess that's Eastern. Okay, I think I'm gonna be awake at noon. LOL. Okay. Yeah, I would like to see what you're working on. Shout out to the time. Oh no! Wow, your laptop survived that? Okay, this is embarrassing. I accidentally dropped a whole jug of nail polish remover on my laptop, and I totally killed my laptop. And that was when I was in high school, so... I'm surprised it survived apple juice, though. You have to be awake, you're a mom. The struggle. How old are your kids, can I ask? I don't know. I love kids. Kids are awesome. I've worked at daycares for years. Like, kids are good. Your kid is 14. Oh, I see. All right. Well, my little brother is 16, so we would probably be friends. I tend to make friends with a lot of people younger than me, but that totally is fine. I think lots of people are fun. It doesn't even really matter your age if you can find something to relate with and have fun together. I'm sorry you have to wake up every day and suffer. That's good. I'm glad you love kids because I mean, if you're stuck being a mom, you might as well love kids, right? Yo. I've always wanted to name my laptop, but I never have. I decided I wanted to name it Envy because I had an HP Envy years ago, but it was never an officially named thing. But Antonio? Now that's a good name for a laptop right there. That's so unique. Alright, so this is what I have right here. I got this little piece sewn in, and that's good. But now I'm trying to sew this little circle. Yeah. I know I need another camera. I want one camera just for my face and one for my hands when I'm working on, so I just tend to kind of go up and down with the camera. Water. Yeah. I hate it when you spill some kind of liquid everywhere because it's such a pain to clean up. Like, I don't know, I spilled orange pop maybe like a week ago on the carpet, and that was just the most obnoxious thing to clean. The good thing, though, is that carpet happens to be really ancient, and it is like 70s carpet, and it is also orange. So so at least you couldn't see the orange dye, am I right? What do you want to name your laptop? Antonio. It was an HP pavilion. I think I had a pavilion also. I think that was in high school before I got my Envy. I don't know. My HP pavilion didn't last that long because, I don't know, it wasn't a very... I don't know if they come in different qualities, but the one I had wasn't a very high quality one. It just did not last. That's so funny. I always name mine, exactly what it is. Like, I have a Dell right here, and so I just name it Caitlin Dell, because I am Caitlin. So it's Caitlin Dell. I'm not very, creative, I guess. I just thought that's what people named it. I didn't know people actually came up with cool, unique names for their PC. I feel kind of out of the loop now. I feel like I should be naming it something cool. I wonder if Fell is back yet. Actually, I think Fell is still at work. I was hoping I could borrow his, Xbox controller because I'm gonna be playing Sonic in a few minutes here, and I packed away my controller, like I packed everything else, and dear lord, I cannot find it. I spent an hour looking for it today. And trying to control Sonic the other day, Tuesday I guess, that was incredibly impossible using a keyboard and mouse. I guess I didn't use a mouse, just the keyboard, but it was so hard. Alright, so this is doing much, much better. So it does look a little bit saggy, and that's totally fine because it's gonna poof out once we add the stuffing. So I'm almost done sewing. I have a little bit more to sew on the edge here, and then we can stuff it and see how it looks. So, yep, just... I think that is every version of Caitlin I have ever seen spelled in my entire life. I'm sure there's other ways to spell Caitlin, but there's just so many. Alright, mine is the second to last one. Even though there's so many ways to spell it, I'm sure there's more that's not on the list there, but I spell it Kaitlin. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. There are too many ways. I know, seriously. I know there's more. Like, I'm thinking of one right now where it's like Katele. And I've actually seen that, and I don't like the way that's spelled, but I've seen that before. There are too many ways. I so agree. That's why whenever even just basic stuff, like, sometimes you go to get fast food and they're like, alright, what's the pickup name? Or, like, you order pizza and they're like, what's the name? And I'm just like, Caitlin. I think one time in my entire life have they ever spelled it right. Like, I never get the right way to spell it, ever. I don't know. Sad. But that's fine. I think the way I spell it is my favorite way anyways. Even though I think Y is a really cool letter of the alphabet, I kind of like the way that mine is spelled, so... It's a very common name, unfortunately. I think a lot of people are named Caitlin. But it's not that it's bad, it's just that it makes it a little confusing when you're in a room full of people and you swear you hear your name. I'm thinking about conventions. I'm shocked people spell Ethan. How do you spell Ethan wrong? E-A-T-H. Ethan. E-A-T-H. What? That's kind of cursed. Ethan is a pretty basic name. Okay, good to know. Nice to meet you. That checks out. What even? How do you spell that wrong? How I mean, you just figure there's one way to spell that. Alright, well, nice to meet you, Ethan. That's insane. Yes, I love that. A friend on my server made the Figby face emoji here. Yee! So if you hover over it, it says it's Clover67 face. I named it face, and Twitch named it Clover67. And apparently, until I'm a Twitch partner, I can't rename what that is. So sadly, it's gonna be Clover67 for a while now. And I know that this is supposed to be a really, G-rated stream, like, for everybody. But come on, man, it was 2 numbers away from the funny number. Like, you gotta choose a number, at least make it something good. You know, someone that can make me an emote? I mean, if they want to, if they're up for it. That's, anytime somebody makes me something, it makes me happy. Totally not expected, but that would be fun. Artists, I just appreciate all kinds of artists. Animators, musicians, those are the 2 that are on the top of my head for some reason. Any kind of video game making, No, I don't. I'm in the middle of making a website right now, actually. So, unfortunately, right now, everything is kind of split up. Most contact stuff for me is through Discord, and I hang out on Twitter sometimes, and my gallery is on Fur Affinity. Everything is everywhere, but, my website is literally getting worked on. I actually... Not on purpose, but I kind of accidentally am boycotting Etsy just because they charge so much money. I don't know, they charge so much money. So when you use the dealer's den, which is like Etsy or eBay, it's like either of those, but they don't charge you to post a listing. They don't take like a huge chunk of your money that you earn. Etsy, like, okay, I get it, listing fees, they need to have a website that runs, but my gosh, Etsy charges so much that I just can't even stand the thought of putting my stuff on Etsy. So that's why I use the dealer's den. And people who use Etsy are brave because I don't know. I can't I can't do it. My pride doesn't let me waste so much money. They call you, yeah. You're a brave soul. I can't do it. But the one good thing about Etsy is that there's so many people, like, it is used by a lot of people. So I have trouble selling my stuff sometimes, and it's probably because there's not enough people on the dealer's den. There is a ton of people on Etsy, so, yeah, that's one good positive about Etsy is that you would get a lot more views on your things. I hope you're selling lots of stuff because, you know, that would be really good. Do you make a decent profit or... Nah, I shouldn't ask that. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase to something else. Do you have fun on Etsy? Do you have fun selling stuff? Because I have fun making pre-mades and selling stuff. Sorry, I forgot. There's some things you don't ask in this world, and that's one of them. How much money do you make? I'm sorry. That's good though. I'm glad you're having fun with it. It's really cool when you make stuff and then people buy the stuff that you make because they really like your design and they really like your work. It's just such a special feeling, you know? Bad, you're so funny. I'm sure you could make something amazing. I'm sure you could if you wanted to. I made my own channel layout thingies, but that's not because I'm good at graphic design. That's just because I knew how to because I was in animation school. I don't like graphic design and I hate it, but drawing characters is much different than making a graphic design like this. It's a very different beast. Drawing characters is fun. Doing graphics like this Twitch layout is not fun to me. 60% profit. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Well, that's true. I mean, if you charge lower prices, and actually, I mean, a lot of people who buy stuff in our fan base are adults, but also a lot of people are not. So the fact that if you sell stuff for sort of cheap prices, it really actually helps a lot of people, like younger people. And I've seen a lot of younger like teens and even kids at conventions that have like fursuit handpaws and tails and stuff, and it's just so cute, and they're genuinely smiling and super happy to be there, and that's just really nice that you're part of that. Like you're helping people be able to afford something that they really want, and you're adding good things into this world, and you're making people happy. That's just top tier. That makes me so happy. Stuffing. Here we go. Alright. So I got this little circly circle in here, sewn all the way around. So let us stuff it. I cut a little slit in here already, so I'm gonna put some stuffing in there. The dino mask thing. Yeah. That's okay. You don't have to like that. I know I'm not the hugest fan of some things like that, but as long as they're having fun, I guess. Yeah. I'm sure when they're older, they'll be able to upgrade their costumes into some really cool stuff. But for now, if I'm on the same page as Kawaii, I'm basically just like what are they called? You've seen the horse mask thing, right? Like the horse mask things. There's lots of masks like that for all kinds of animals, including like, I mean, the panda. I'm thinking the panda one specifically. There's big blown up panda masks and stuff, and they're made at, I mean, you can buy them at Walmart and other places. Like they're cheaply made, and they do the job. Like if you want to look like an animal, that'll make you look like an animal. But I don't know. Since they're not super high quality that furries are used to, just they're a little bit creepy, just a little bit. But I mean, obviously, sorry, I'm getting thirsty. Obviously, if they can afford high quality, expensive fursuit, I'm sure they would. But as it stands, I'm really glad that they're able to get some kind of furry mask that they can really enjoy. But you can't deny it's a little scary. It's a little unsettling. But I totally don't. You got banned from TikTok live streaming. What? Yeah, I don't have anything against people who wear those. In fact, I'm really glad for them that they have something that they can wear. And I know one day they'll upgrade into something way better even. So I'm just glad that they're able to find a costume at all. And let me just cough. I'm just trying to kill myself in accident here. Yeah. So some people, it's really sad. Some people are really, really mean to those people that are younger, like younger furries, or I mean, they don't even have to be younger, just people that use those masks instead of high quality professional fursuits. Some people are super, super mean to those people, and it makes me upset because maybe they really like that mask, or maybe they can't afford like a professionally made fursuit or whatever. Just let them enjoy their mask. Some people are so mean to them, and it makes me sad. And I mean, it's not a beautiful piece of art. It's you know, a store-bought costume, and that's fine. But I just wish people wouldn't be mean to each other for it. What? Dude, children. All right. That's kind of a problem that a lot of people have these days is swearing. I don't know, man. A lot I love kids, I do, but some of them have really bad potty mouths, and swearing makes me really, really uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't like it when people swear, but especially kids, because I feel like I wish they were not doing that. I wish I could stop them from swearing. I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable and sad. Yeah, I don't know why the parents let them swear either. I don't know. I just think it doesn't. It's like I don't want to insult my friends that do swear, but it just doesn't sound elegant. I don't know. There's really no good way to explain it without. I'm not a very good social speaker here, so if I try to explain my views, I'm probably gonna get slammed by somebody at some point. I guess I should just say I don't like swearing, and I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I don't know why people gotta be mean at all. See, exactly, yeah, better and more responsible parents. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of parents these days let their kids play, like, I know that's, again, like, I'm scared to give my opinion because I'll get slammed by somebody, but they really shouldn't be playing Call of Duty and GTA, when they're, like, 10. There's a reason they're rated for a higher, older, mature audiences, because when you're super young like that, you're really easily impressionable, and you're still young. You need to get a good grasp on how the world works before you get into these video games that are trying to, teach you different ideas of the world. Like, I don't know. I played Skyrim. When I first played Skyrim, I was in high school, and that was the first super violent game I've ever played. And it was really a shock to me. So I just couldn't imagine somebody younger than me playing Skyrim or GTA or what was the other example? Call of Duty, when they're super young. Like, yikes. Like, that would mess somebody up, I'd think, because that would have messed me up. Ugh. Yeah. That is 11, especially using that word, like, that is a bad word. Yeah, and then, Sonic, I agree. When those kids play, they think that's how the world works. Yeah. So if you're playing GTA and you're just stealing from people, murdering people, and dear Lord, yeah. You need to get a good grasp on the real world before you start, introducing other things. And I think that's a very different thing from imagination. Like, you can have different games with fantasy elements and come up with a good imagination, but I think violent things are a completely different story. Sorry, I gotta catch up here with the chat. I got kind of caught away with my own little monologue here. That's good. I'm really glad, Kauai, that you're a good mom. That's really good. And yeah, Red Dead. That's a bad one for kids, too. I totally agree. I only played that one recently, and I was like, yee! Man. Yeah, don't swear around kids, or even around other adults in a formal manner. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys get it. Like, you just wanna be tasteful, I guess is the word. I think the only time swearing should really be used is in a joking manner with your friends, behind closed doors. Never, ever anything like the N-word or any really actual bad words like that. Like, dear Lord. But just a few not very bad words as a joke is probably fine. But you don't want to, I don't know. I don't like hearing it in basic conversation, and it makes me very uncomfortable when people are trying to I'm just having a normal conversation with somebody and they drop like 10 F-bombs in 2 minutes, and I'm just like Your first game was Sly Cooper on the PS2. Aww. I've never played that before, but I know what it is. What was your first game, Sonic? Was it Sonic Game, please? Your first game was on Atari. Yo, yes. Remember going to someone's stream to play Minecraft? Yikes! You can't do that. You can't just like drop N-word for fun. That's not good. Sly Cooper 2 is still your favorite game of this date. Oh, then I've gotta play it. Maybe when I'm done with Sonic. Okay, who am I kidding? I have a whole Sonic lineup. I wanted to play Sonic the Dark Brotherhood next. I don't know. I heard the music's not that good, but I'm willing to put up a lot for Sonic. Hey, Skellafro, how you doing? I was totally bragging about you earlier. We're talking about how swearing is bad and how Sonic is good. You're too slow. Okay, so I stuffed this to as much maximum capacity as I could. And then I sewed it good. You can see some black fur stuck in there. Good thing it doesn't have to be on the outside. You don't have to see it very pretty. But here from the outside, it looks great. I think that it looks really well, much better. That's what I'm trying to say, much better. I think if I had to do this hand paw pattern again, I would, of course, make this part thicker, but I think I would actually make this whole bottom little paw thing bigger because it looks very small in comparison to the rest of the paw. So I'm going to turn this inside out and we can give it a good look. See how it looks. Sanok Heroes. Yeah, Kawaii. As soon as somebody says that in public, yeah, as an adult, they will get punched. That's not something you can do. Swearing, that's no good. Basically, that's our whole conversation here. Oh, here we go. Sly Cooper 2 is similar to Avatar: The Last Airbender. As long as it's not the movie, then we're good. There's stuff to love for all people and all ages. Good. Their character development and plot, amazing for teen and adults. Cool. They're so engaging. And then they're cartoony and vibrant and action-packed. Dude, that would be like the best game. That sounds awesome. It's like you said, perfect for everyone. If I ever had kids, I'd be a great mom. Thank you. I am just dying for kids. I cannot wait. I want at least 4. I just love kids, man. I think you are a great I think you are a great mother also, Kawaii. But you can be a great money too if you want. Alright, so here's what we got. So I don't have this center paw pad in there yet, but yeah, I stand by what I said before. This little paw is too small. If I was to make this hand paw pattern again, I would probably make it bigger. But who knows? Maybe after we stuff the paw, it'll look a little better. So, that's fine. They're expensive. Yeah, I feel that. I'm gonna waste all my money on just like... Well, not waste. I guess you can't say waste, but I'm gonna use all my money on children. It's worth it. Oh, Skellafro, you spoiled it for yourself. Sad. What? Okay, Sonic, why? Why did it do that for you? Dude. Alright, so let's meet here in several years when we all have many children. And we'll talk about when today we were like, man, wouldn't it be great to have kids? And several years from now when we actually all have kids. I think Kawaii is the only one here that actually has kids, probably. I know Sonic is way too young. Oh dear lord. That's so expensive. Yeah. You know, Sonic, your kids are your plushie collection. Those are your children. Skelefro. I'm not ready for kid talk. Okay, I read that wrong. I read that you want deaf kids, and I was like, yeah, that's not what you said. Yeah, I want lots of children's. Look it, a child. I had something to do with this. Yeah, Sonic, your whole collection of Sonics, your Sonics collection, those will be your children. No, Kawaii! You will be young forever. God, it's so hot. I'm sorry. This sun, I don't know if you guys can see it blasting me, but I'm like leaning forward to get out of it. Sonic, that is a lot of children. Alright, I found it. Here you go. I'm gonna send it to you through the camera. The sun is a fan of the stream. You know when you've been sitting in the sun and your cheeks start to feel hot? Like, what even? That's happening to me. I'm gonna close this for a minute. Oh, that's way too dark. Let me try this. Okay, that's a little better. That's a bit better. So hot. My cheeks are still hot. Proud author of one. Yeah, like in the front of the book where they have the about the author thing. The sun is clearly a fan of the stream. I mean, he's here for sure. It's the angry son from Mario. The angry Mario son. He's here to kill me. Alright, so I did sew this in here. So I guess we can stuff the other fingers. We have 2 fingers that are stuffed. We might as well stuff the other 2. Yeah, that sun, that smiling sun, it's free. Mario sun. I'm gonna look this up real fast. Oh, okay. So I did work on my screen share. I'm not sure that it's working properly, so I'm gonna test it right now. Chrome. Yeah, I was trying to get Chrome working. There we go. Can you guys see the angry sun? Yes! Yes! Somebody used the hug command! That makes me so happy. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I was just mentioning earlier how I fixed some of my commands. So, exclamation point hug at, you have to, did that, yes! Oh, it hugged me! Okay, who else needs a hug? Everybody needs a hug. Who else didn't get a hug yet? Let's send hugs to everybody. Oh no, did it not work? Did it not work? Oh, there we go. Okay. Took me a second. Oh, bad. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what that... I don't know what that is. Reminds me of Dr. Seuss, though. So, are you guys able to see? Are you guys able to see the screen share I have going on down here? What is this, screen share? Yes, awesome, sweet. All right, good to know. I was hoping that would work. Good. I was working on trying to get my screen share working. Angry fireballs. Yeah, that's the sun that was attacking me just now. All right, well, so we have two options here. We can either continue with Handpaws or we can move on to Sonic Adventure 2, and I'm totally fine with either. So, oh yeah! I remember that! Wow, it's literally been years. Did you just hug the mod? I mean, you hugged Streamlabs, the bot. Thank you for that. No! Oh no! I forgot to. Oh, okay. I was gonna mod Sonic. Okay, I was gonna mod Sonic Adventure 2. There was this really cool Sonic, a character selection mod that I wanted to try, and I did not install it, and now I'm really sad. Okay. So I guess we'd be playing vanilla again. Yeah, okay, before I forget, after the stream, where's my notes? After the stream, I'm gonna try to install it. If I don't, that's probably what happened. If I don't write it down, I'll forget. Sonic mods. There we go. So if we don't install the mods, then, if I don't write it down, I won't install the mods. So, thank you. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to try that. The randomizer. You know, honestly, I don't think I want to do the randomizer just yet. Just because, I've never, like, I've come, like, 90%, but I've never 100% beat this game yet. Well, not even 100%. I'm just saying I haven't actually beat the game. Even though I've beaten the story of each separately at different times, like the hero and the dark, but I've never done it in one big thing and did the final level. So I'm kind of feeling like I don't want to do the randomizer yet. Yeah. Or have someone DM me. Yeah, bad. Either I don't know why I had you DM me. I guess I could have just written it down, but since it was a specific thing to spell, I was like, I'll just make Bad do it. Yeah, I don't, there's no way I'm going to that extent. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna, wrap up this stream here. I guess what I'm gonna do off stream is I gotta switch this. There we go. I'm going to finish sewing in the hand paw for this one and finish fixing the little circle up here. So we're gonna be at the same spot for both of these. So next stream, next Thursday, I'm trying so hard to finish this. Next Thursday, we're doing claws. So we're gonna finish these claws here, and we're gonna do the liner. So that's the inside liner. So we're gonna try to finish these hand paws next Thursday. And for today, this is where we're at, unfortunately. But we had a lot of good conversations today, so I don't even mind that it took us a long time. Metal Harbor? Which one is Metal Harbor? Is that an Eggman stage? Oh, okay, yeah, bad. That checks out. That sounds like me. How much of the suit do you have done? Really, it depends. Wow, my hair. Please. It really depends, which suit we're talking about. This one is literally just a set of hand paws. It's not a suit at all. For these suits back here, the one that's got the blue balaclava, that one is only the head so far, but it is a full suit. And this one right here with the maroon balaclava, that's kind of dark back there, I know. That one is a mini partial, so it's hand paws and a tail and a head. And I did finish the hand paws and the tail, so maybe if I remember, I'll actually grab those so you guys can see them next time. So yeah, Thursday. Tuesday, we're gonna work more on the tail that I was working on, the floor dragger dragon tail. Floor dragger dragon tail. And Thursday, we'll finish the hand paws, and then we're gonna go back to some head bases. So there's our future. Oh. Yeah, you're gonna, I'm sure I'll remember when I get there, Scalafro. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream and promptly start back up again. And, I'm gonna try to play without a controller again. Sad, because I lost mine. I wish I could plan my future as far ahead as you can. This is the most planned I've been in a long time. Because while I look like I have a plan, everything else is, like, everywhere. You're so funny. Fabric and string is really not that expensive. Maybe like $2 or $3 for one of these. And unless you sew a ton like I do, you don't need these huge cones. You can kind of get a good sale if you go to Joann Fabrics and you get, sometimes they have good sales or good coupons. Always bring coupons. Yeah. Me as Dungeon Master. Yes! That's what I had brought up, like, just a few seconds ago. Bad was just saying how he's a Dungeon Master, too. So I was saying, oh, you should talk with my friend Scalafro. That's exactly what I was saying. Right! Alright, I'm going to end the stream and immediately start it again. So, give me just a second, because yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute or later, whenever you guys get the chance. For this stream, bye!